Get down with the pizzow, Providence. What's up? This is Paul Hullabaloo, and you're welcome to week 2. No Positive Radio right here on WALE 990 AM. Well, we started off on a good foot there. I couldn't figure out what button to push for the CD. I can't even figure out what to friggin' say. I'm just sitting here mumbling and babbling and not making any sense. Lovely Blake is in here with me, my sweet and lovely girlfriend, sitting next to me, ogling me, checking me out, watching my majesty unfold right before her friggin' eyes. Here I am, Paul Hullabaloo. What's going on? We got a big show tonight. Is anybody listening? Anybody? Is there anybody out there besides my parents? Beautiful Dolores and lovely Bill? You guys are out there listening, I know that, but is anyone else? Are my friends listening? Is The Verge listening? Yes, folks, The Verge. They're playing a big show tonight, local Providence band that I'm a fan of, and I'm here to support. They have a big show tonight, but we'll get to that later. We have a big show today to deal with first, from 8 to 9, right here on WALE. Let's see, what are we doing today? We're going to be talking about, I would say, a generational prophet and author, Chuck Palahniuk. He wrote a book called Survivor, which I'm going to be talking about. Hold on one second. Excuse me. I'm back. I had to shut up the CD player. I'm doing everything myself today because Dirty John had better things to do. Dirty John is out here, out there, somewhere, God knows where. So I'm doing everything myself. But that's probably better off, right? Dirty John. God love him. See, we're going to talk about Chuck Palahniuk. Wrote a book called Survivor. He's probably better known to a lot of you people out there as the author of one of the greatest books, maybe even ever written. Certainly one of the great novels about Generation X, the so-called Generation X. And that book is Fight Club, which was turned into what I believe is one of the most effective films of the last 20 years. If you're between the ages of 18 and 30, and you haven't seen Fight Club, or better yet, you haven't read the book, you know, you should be banished from your generation. It's truth, folks. It speaks volumes about us, and I think it's definitely worth a read. Probably, it's so good it would take you 2 afternoons. You could read the whole thing, if you're at all literate. But if you can't read and you don't want to read, and I'm post-literate, I don't like to read, then go rent the movie. Go watch the movie if you haven't already seen it. It'll blow you away. It's excellent. And don't be afraid just because it has Brad Pitt in it. He's not that bad. He's actually very good. Edward Norton, made by a wonderful filmmaker by the name of David Fincher, who made the underrated Alien 3 and the overrated movie called The Game. But this is like, I think he's in fine form here. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. We got a lot of things to talk about. If you feel like calling in and talking about something, I'm just going to give you the number, even though I doubt you're going to call. If you're outside of Providence, which I doubt, because if you're outside of this parking lot, you can barely hear this broadcast. The number, if you're outside of Providence, is 877-621-WALE. That's 9253. If you're in Providence, it's just 621-WALE. 621-9253. You can call up, you can talk to me, Paul Hullabaloo, right here, Right here, sitting here, lonely and waiting with beautiful Blake. Sitting here. All right. Well, I've got some good news. Very important news. No Positive Radio, my lovely radio show, which I'm so proud and happy to have. We've picked up our first corporate sponsor. I'm so excited. Our first step together on the long road towards the great sellout. Right here, we have it, our first corporate sponsor. It's Pandora Industries Limited and their new product push, Ditrexocet. So here it is. I guess I have to read this ad. All right, here we go. Do you suffer needlessly from seasonal allergies or a feisty, irritable bowel? How about cough and cold due to chronic migraines? Have you been discovering more and more early warning sign canker sores? Well, if the answer is yes, then Pandora Industries Limited is proud to introduce to you its newest weapon against the rigors of discomfort. Meet Ditrexocet, a friend who will finally help to allow you to grab a piece of that peace of mind that you have always longed for. With Ditrexocet, you will partner yourself with the eternal springtime of calm relief from the wear and tear of the cold external world of every day. Ditrexocet is FDA approved and available in prescription strength, easy-to-swallow tablets now for a limited time in 3 relaxing colors: ruby red, purple trust, and baby blue chewables. Consult your physician soon about Ditrexocet from Pandora Industries Limited and its possible benefits to you. With Ditrexocet, serenity is right around the corner. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, headache, acid stomach, runny nose, blister fever, pink eye, lack of erection, prolonged erection, bleeding erection, mouth and throat cancer, third-stage hepatitis, religious indiscretion, spit lip, spinal displacement, itchiness, and short-term gender confusion. Ditrexocet, now available from Pandora Industries Limited, proud sponsor of No Positive Radio and the Protean Orlando organization. Okay, folks, there it was. That wasn't too hard. That was my first ad, my first corporate sponsor. The lovely, lovely, amiable folks over at Pandora Industries Limited. Anyway, coming up right now, we got some old-timey rock and roll from my friend and yours, Jimi Hendrix and the Jimi Hendrix Experience. This is an old blues standard that they did their thing to. It's called Killing Floor. If anybody can call in and tell me what's a killing floor? Here's a big question for you. Throughout the entire decade of the 60s and half the damn 70s, every band had a song that either was called The Killing Floor or about the Killing Floor. What is the Killing Floor? I've been wondering for so long. I feel like I'm not cool because I don't know what the Killing Floor is. Can you tell me what the Killing Floor is? Anyone who can tell me what the Killing Floor is gets to fondle Blake's boobies. Anyone who can call in and tell me that, I'm going to give you my girlfriend's boobies. For 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 damn minutes with those boobies. Trust me, I've spent more than 10 minutes with them. They're worthwhile. Alright, folks, we have Jimi Hendrix coming up right here on WALE 990 AM. Providence. Hold on, folks. I'm back again. This is Paul. I gotta look for the damn thing. I gotta look for where it says CD2. I'm getting used to this. Uh-oh, I found it. Here he is.
Mess around with you, baby, you got me crying on the killing floor. If I'd have followed, my first man. If I'd have followed, pretty baby, my first man, I would have been gone since my second time. Yeah. I should have been gone. Lord knows I should have been gone. What? You got me messing around with your baby, you got me crying
Yeah! Get down with that pizzow, Providence! Oh! God damn! That was a little, Jimi Hendrix. Can I say that? What the hell is wrong with me? I'm supposed to be an on-air personality. And I can't even say Jimi Hendrix experience. Jimi Hendrix experience. Too many pills. Oh, guess what? We got a call. And I want to let you know something. It's a good friend of mine. An extraordinary illustrator and tattoo artist. Monsignor Larry DeGiusto. Let's take him. Let's see what is up with Larry. Let me find out. What do I turn here? What level do I bring up to talk to Larry? Who do I do? What do I do? Who do I do to talk to Larry? Let's just see. Let's try. Larry? No, I don't hear him. Larry, where are you, Larry? I'm going to turn everything up until I find Larry. I'm going to turn it all up. Larry. Go get Mike. I got to get the station manager. Larry, if you're listening, just hold on. We're going to bring you up in a second. While we're waiting, Larry, can you believe this? I'm so distracted now. I'm so freak out. I can't even do anything. I can't figure anything out. I'm babbling and I'm wasting time. It's my 1 hour of glory and I'm sitting here wasting it. I'm wasting it because I don't know how to tune Larry in. Larry's in his car somewhere. I can't tune him in. Here he is. Mike, what's up? Mike, I'm very nervous right now, Mike.
Okay, don't panic.
I have him going, but I can't hear him. Where's Larry?
You hit that.
I mean, what the heck? I hit Larry. I mean, hello? Larry? Nope, that's not Larry either. Oh, boy. The seconds, the minutes, they're just ticking away into nothingness here. Larry's stranded on his car somewhere. He's crying.
He's not there?
No, he's not there. Should I just cut him off and say the hell with him? Larry, call me back, Larry. Just call back. I'm so sad right now, Larry. I'm sorry. Larry, I'm sorry. Larry, are you there? No, Larry isn't there. Larry doesn't care.
Yeah, should be right on that.
Larry's gone. Mike said we should have done the right thing. Now Larry's gone.
Let's try this one.
Larry? No, Larry? I'm hearing like a clicking. Is this because I got another call here? Is that why I'm hearing clicking? Are you people thrilled with this at home? I'm here. We're trying to figure this out like you care, right? All three of you, two out of the three of you have tuned out, I can tell. Yeah, let's answer that. Let's see who's on line 2.
WALE.
Oh, let's see who it is. Together, me, you, and Mike. Who is it? Who is it, Mike?
Okay, this is Larry again.
Well, we got Larry now on line 2.
Hold on, we'll try this again.
Hold on, we're gonna try. Mike says we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try to get Larry on the line here.
Get rid of that one.
Hang up number 1. Let's take number 2. Larry?
Hello.
Oh, you sneaky little devil. What's up?
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You gotta turn down your radio in your car, Holmes.
I can't hear you on the phone, you know that?
You can't hear me at all?
I can't hear you. I'm listening to your voice through my radio.
How about now? 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 Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Now you've got me? Larry?
That's good.
Can you hear me, Larry?
Yeah.
All right, well, are you drunk? What are you doing, Larry? Answer me then. Hello, I'm trying things out.
I'm trapped in my car.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just kind of checking out a chain link fence right now.
Where are you in Providence right now?
East Providence.
East Providence?
Yeah.
Oh, you're at work.
Yes, I am.
Of course, working hard right now as always, right, Larry?
I got a beat.
Hold on, let me just say one thing about you. Larry DeGiusto.
What did you say?
Larry DeGiusto is a fantastic tattoo artist at Electric Ink Tattoo, East Providence. What street is that on, Larry? I can't remember.
That's at the corner of Waterman and James.
Waterman and James, East
Yes,
Providence. That's exit 4, the Taunton Ave exit off of 195 East or West, right?
Yeah, can we give a shout out to our boy Jimbo
Jimbo?
and Shelmo?
Oh, of course. I was going to get to them. My good friend Johnny Monez and his lovely bride Shelley. What's up, people? How are you two doing out there, John Monez? Milling away down in your shop, I bet. Whittling away the hours, creating your beautiful machines. Isn't he?
He's the best.
I hate that you have the radio up. You're so egotistical you have to hear yourself.
No, that's how I was listening to you in the very beginning of all this.
Oh. Is it
But now
better?
it's all right.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. I got a lot to do, Larry, so I'm going to
I'm
go.
really proud of you, and I wanted to just give you a send-off.
But I'm not just saying it just to pat you on the back now, but I'm very proud of you too.
Well, thanks.
And
Well, good luck with this whole thing you have. You know, I'm pretty proud of you.
thank you, and I'm very proud of you.
All right.
I'm very proud of you.
I give you my purple trust.
Did you like Purple Trust? Are you going to go get some? Are you going to get a prescription?
I'm looking forward to it.
I know you're quite the connoisseur of pills.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
All right. I'm going to let you go, Larry. It's been very nice talking to you.
Good luck.
Thank you, my man.
We'll
Bye.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
There he is. That was sweet Larry DeGiusto, tattoo artist and illustrator, calling in to say hello. I'm so happy to have him. All right, folks. What I'm going to do right now is we're going to talk about a book. I said this last week, I'm going to say it again. Every week for the next 13 weeks, I'm going to make it my duty to convert the 3, 4, or 5 of you out there listening to become post-literate. Did you follow that? We're a post-literate society, so to speak, so I'm going to do my part to make people post-literate, okay? Which means it's time to revert back to the old school method of actually reading, actually taking information in by the printed word. It's not that hard. I think more people should spend more time reading. I'm not a PBS ad or anything, okay? Like I always say, I'm a huge proponent of cable television. I love television. I think television is the perfect drug, to quote Senor Trent Reznor. He didn't say that about TV, but he has a song called The Perfect Drug. All right, there. I've just wasted another 20 seconds, okay? Anyway, but I think reading is important too. So today we're going to talk about a book by, as I mentioned earlier, by an author, Chuck Palahniuk. The book is called Survivor, and it was the book he wrote after he wrote Fight Club, which absolutely changed things for our entire generation, I think. I think he encapsulated the spirit, the needs, the desires, the angst of people our age. And when I say our age, I'm assuming most people that are listening are probably 65 that are listening to this friggin' network. So for the 2 or 3 or 4 of you out there who are actually between the ages of 18 and 30, I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's beautiful, and it says so much. It'll bring a damn tear to your eye. So anyway, this book, Survivor, I liked it. I liked it as much as I liked Fight Club. Deals with somewhat of a different issue, but still a lot of the same kind of themes. What Survivor is about is it's about a guy named Tender Branson, who's the sole survivor of a religious suicide cult, who ascends through society till he becomes a celebrity spiritual guru and worldwide phenomenon. Now that's just like I've encapsulated the 300 pages of beautiful prose into one stupid little generic sentence. But the book is interesting because it actually, I mean, it's gimmicky, what I'm about to say, but I still think it's kind of cool and worthwhile. The book actually starts on the last page and ends on the first page. It starts in the last chapter and ends in the first. It's like a countdown. And that is used because, it's used as a motif because he's actually, what bookends the story is he's in a 747 that he's hijacked. And he's flying over the ocean, heading towards Australia, where he's going to crash the plane into the Australian outback. And so he's dictating his entire life story into the flight recorder. So somebody, what's the first thing they always look at when there's a plane crash? They find the flight recorder. So he's dictating his story so people will understand, how he really was and what he really felt about things. Because by the time he's hijacked the plane and he's, flying over the ocean, he's become like this huge, cultural phenomenon. I mean, like just worshipped and followed around by millions upon millions of people. He's looked at as like the ultimate in truth. And he can't stand it. He wants nothing more than to get away from that, and this is his ultimate way of achieving, his separation from that identity. It's called Survivor. I know I've said that 14 times, but I just like to say it. Survivor. And it has nothing to do with the TV show Survivor. Thank God that's ended. Man. And I'm sure there'll be Survivor 3 and Survivor 4, but I'm not going to give that any more press time. It gets enough. It has enough energy. I'm not going to give it any more. Survivor the book. I'm going to read you a passage from it. I mean, choosing a passage from this book was next to impossible. I mean, I think every single chapter is incredible. It's one thing I will say, the book is really good because it's definitely written for people our age, because it's like easy to read. It's definitely complex, but it's like, quick reading. Like you move right through it. It's like low attention span theater, which is perfect for people our age, right? So anyway, this is chapter 28, and I'm going to read it to you. Here's a little bit from the book Survivor by Chuck Palahniuk. After just the first 50 flights of stairs, my breath won't stay inside me long enough to do any good. My feet fly out behind me. My heart is jumping against the ribs it's behind, inside my chest. The insides of my mouth and tongue are thick and stuck together with dried-up spit. Where I'm at is one of those stair-climbing machines the agent has installed. You climb and climb forever and never get off the ground. You're trapped in your hotel room. It's the mystical sweat lodge experience of our time, the only sort of Indian vision quest we can schedule into our daily planner. Our stairmaster to heaven. Around the 60th floor, sweat is stretching my shirt down to my knees. The lining of my lungs feels the way a ladder looks in nylon stockings, stretched, snagged, a tear. In my lungs, a rupture. The way a tire looks before a blowout, that's how my lungs feel. The way it smells when your electric heater or hairdryer burns off a layer of dust, that's how hot my ears feel. Why I'm doing this is because the agent says there's 30 pounds too much of much of me for him to make famous. If your body is a temple, you can pile up too much deferred maintenance. If your body is a temple, mine was a real fixer-upper. Somehow I should have seen this coming. The same way every generation reinvents Christ, the agent's giving me the same makeover. The agent says nobody is going to worship anybody with my roll of flab around his middle. These days, people aren't going to fill stadiums to get preached at by somebody who isn't beautiful. This is why I'm going nowhere, at the rate of 700 calories an hour. Around the 80th floor, my bladder feels nested between the top of my legs. When you pull plastic wrap when you pull plastic wrap off something in the microwave and steam sunburns your fingers in an instant, my breath is that hot. You're going up and up and up and up and not getting anywhere. It's the illusion of progress. What you want to think is your salvation. What people forget is a journey to nowhere starts with a single step too. It's not as if the great coyote spirit comes to you, but around the 81st floor, these random thoughts from out of the ozone just catch in your head. Silly things the agent told you, now they add up. The way you feel when you're scrubbing with pure ammonia fumes, and right then while you're scrubbing chicken skin off the barbecue grill, every stupid thing in the world, decaffeinated coffee, alcohol-free beer, Stairmasters, makes perfect sense. Not because you're any smarter, but because the smart part of your brain's on vacation. It's that kind of faux wisdom. The kind of Chinese food enlightenment where you know that 10 minutes after your head clears, you'll forget it all. That's just a little something to whet your appetite. The book's called Survivor. It's by Chuck Palahniuk. You could find it anywhere. I mean, any bookstore will have it. And I highly recommend reading anything. He's actually got 3 books in print right now and 1 on the way. The other 2 are, of course, Fight Club. There's Survivor right here. Another book called Invisible Monsters, which I have yet to read, but I'm looking forward to. And a book scheduled, I think, to come out at the end of the summer, which is tentatively titled Choke. So there you go. That sounds like a barrel of laughs, too. Chuck Palahniuk. Like I said, I'll say it for the 4th time. If you're between 18 and 30, you should be reading Chuck Palahniuk. He is a prophet. And you'll know what I mean when you're done reading his books. Alright, that's all I got to say about that. That wasn't too hard. A little bit about a book. Not a big deal. Blake's over here. Blake, I always feel like Blake is looking at me disapprovingly and she's disappointed in me. Like this, you know, Paul, you have a lot of talent, but you're squandering it, and you're babbling, and you're speaking too fast, and you have vocal fry. And everybody can hear it. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Am I right? No, now she's nodding her head. No, just don't talk about me, and I do not want to be on the mic. That's what she told me. Do not put me on the mic. I will clam up. I will walk out and sit in the car. Do not put me on the mic. So I won't do that to her. But she's beautiful, and she's here with me. And I'm going to tell you I'm going to plug a little something for her in a little while, and then next week we're going to talk a little bit more about what I'm going to plug. So stay tuned, and you'll hear all about it. Right now I got another song. I'm going to have to cue it up, I think. Hold on. Let's take the mic over there while I do this. Hold on. What are we doing here? We're opening the CD cart. Now we're closing the CD cart. We're going to track 5. This is by a band called Radiohead. I love this band. They're one of my favorite contemporary bands. I think they're fantastic. Starting to become maybe a little bit overrated just because everybody that thinks they're in the know loves Radiohead. Well, the hell with it. Here's Radiohead. This is off a CD of B-sides. And it's called Polyethylene, tracks 1 and 2. And it's right here on WALE. We're going to play it for you right about now. I'm going to turn up my... Okay, we're all turned up. We're all ready to go. Here it is, Radiohead. Right here on WALE, 990 AM, Providence. Is it on yet? Do you hear it? Do you guys hear it? Go! Oh, here he is. We'll be back.
Just got paid and now you're gone out set your place. If I get scared, I'll just call you. And I'll beat your claws out.
Yeah. 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 Why do I feel like it's necessary to go, yeah, after every song? Is that the radio thing to do? Am I hypnotized here? Hold on, let me shut this off. I don't know, I'm sitting every time the song, yeah, folks, yeah, that was rock and roll. I'm sick of that. I'm going to stop doing that. I feel like I'm on 94.1 and I'm just some hokey DJ who's told what to play. No, I'm not told what to play. That's why I'm on AM radio and only 9 of you can hear me right now. But I can play whatever the hell I want to play. Whatever the hell I want to play, I can say whatever the hell I want to say with the exception of maybe 3 words. And over the next 13 weeks, I promise, one at a time, I'll say all 3 of those words. William Burroughs said one of them for me when I played him last week. Anyway, right now we got a little something to talk about. I'd like to feature a little filmmaker I like, talk about a few of his films. That filmmaker is David Cronenberg. I don't know if any of you know who that is or have seen his films. I'm not going to condescend. I'm sure a lot of you that are in the know and you know good filmmakers, you've heard of David Cronenberg. Let me read you some of the movies he's made. You tell me if you've heard of him. He made a film, the first film he made was called Shivers, a.k.a. They Came From Within, a.k.a. The Parasite Murders. He made, of course, The Dead Zone, with starring Christopher Walken and his hair. He made The Brood. Scanners. Everybody's seen Scanners. Boom, the guy's head blows up. His head blows up. Everybody remembers that. Scanners. Videodrome, one of my favorite films. Existenz, Jennifer Jason Leigh film from last year. That got overlooked, I think, mainly because of The Matrix, which kind of dealt with similar issues and was a higher profile film, but that's alright. They're both excellent films. Not knocking The Matrix, don't get me wrong. I really like The Matrix a lot, as a matter of fact. Looking forward to the 2 sequels. What else? Oh, of course, how could I forget? He did the film version of Naked Lunch, which really wasn't like a film version of the book. It was kind of more impressionistic about William S. Burroughs, the 50s, and kind of mixed in kind of like hallucinatory segments of the book. It was an interesting movie, but not entirely successful, in my mind, I should say. Today I watched a film that he made that I really loved, from 1977. It really blew me away. It was called Rabid. Rabid was just so cool. Rabid, one of the weird things about it is, and I was saying to Blake on the way over here, I was talking about this, so she's going to have to hear my whole little speech again. Anyway, Rabid, from 1977, actually stars Marilyn Chambers. I don't know if any of you people out there know who Marilyn Chambers, but she made a little film called Beyond the Green Door. She basically was a porn queen. She was the porn queen of the 70s. If I could find her and I wanted to make a film and I had $3 million or $1 million to make a film, I would hire her, because she sold me. Very small boobs. Small boobs for a porn star. I can't believe she's a porn star or was a porn star, because she does not look like a porn star. She's a really good actress. And the movie's about this new strain of rabies that's transmitted by being bitten by this weird proboscis that kind of comes out of her armpit. So she goes around seducing men and then drinking their blood through this proboscis, and this strange, like rabies-like disease or disorder kind of like transmits in through the blood. And it's really weird. It's like, I think it's some sort of a statement about communicable diseases, sex. I think it's a statement about a lot of things. But David Cronenberg makes a lot of films that deal with kind of like biological and physiological horror, and he does it like nobody else. It seems like all his films are kind of connected, at least, thematically. He definitely, I can't even imagine what it must be like when he has a sore throat and he has to go to the doctors, because he seems like he has, a seriously malignant distrust of medicine in any way, shape, and form. Another film he made that I want to talk really quickly about is a film, it's one of my favorite films of all time, and I saw it when I was a young kid. Anybody that knows me knows that when I was young, I was obsessed with horror movies. I was completely obsessed. My parents could attest to that. I actually wallpapered my room with posters of horror films, because I really didn't have many friends. I had one friend named Michael Lee when I was a kid. I think I had one real friend. I was bullied a lot. I didn't talk to many people. I wasn't the social butterfly that I am now. But, so I kind of like reverted and watched tons of television and watched tons of films. It was around the time of the advent of the VCR, so that was like, just completely changed my life. I could see all these movies and be exposed to so much, and my parents were real liberal in what they would let me watch. They kind of would let me watch anything, so I watched tons and tons of horror films. I got so into the whole horror film thing, and I remember being into David Cronenberg, just not realizing I just liked his films. So I've been re-watching a lot of them and kind of re-getting into them, and man, I'm going to tell you, some of them are just absolutely unbelievable. And one right here that I hadn't seen since I was young, but I saw this week ago, is called Videodrome. A lot of you might have seen it. It stars James Woods. Videodrome is a really cool movie. It's kind of about like the externalization of internal conflict, which is kind of like what a lot of David Cronenberg's films are about. Let me just tell you, It deals with the mass media, the effects of technology on humanity, violent sexuality and mind control. It's really like a prophetic vision. I know I've been talking a lot about prophets today, but David Cronenberg is a prophet in his own right. I mean, he made a film, Videodrome, in the 80s about, the media kind of controlling and manipulating, the human race through television. And look at us now. Just to give you a statistic, TV viewership in the last 5 years has gone from 1996, which was 101 minutes a day the average American would watch television. 5 years later, 2001, we're up to 208 minutes. That's a 100%, increase in 5 years. So that just, go figure. Look at the, not to talk about it again, but look at the immense amount of, publicity for Survivor. This whole reality television thing, I mean, it's just amazing the power of the television, It's like a big mirror reflecting, whatever. I don't want to get existential and philosophical and baloney. I don't want to talk about that. But I'll talk about Videodrome. It's about James Woods. He plays this guy named Max Wren who runs a small cable TV station called Civic TV Channel 83, which specializes in softcore sex and hardcore violence. And when he's looking to commission a new show, he gets this feed in of a show called Videodrome that's from a pirate station somewhere in Pittsburgh. And all it is torture and murder. No plot, no dialogue, no characters. That's it. Torture and murder. And he thinks this is the next big thing. I'm gonna program this onto my network and show the world this. But that was the plan all along. You see, there's a man like a Marshall McLuhan-esque kind of media prophet named Brian Oblivion. Brian Oblivion is the inventor of the Videodrome signal, and he invented it so that people would be exposed to this show, and everyone would watch because it's torture and murder, and deep down inside we're all vicious, dirty animals, and that's exactly what we want to see. And when you were seeing it, you would get the signal into your brain that would start to evolve your brain, creating a new part of your brain, which is called the new flesh. I mean, it is a cool movie. It has some amazing stuff. A big vagina opens up on James Woods' stomach, and he becomes like a human VCR. He puts tapes into himself, and the tapes have messages, and he does the bidding of this giant organization called CONSEC, which is trying to control the world with television. I mean, I'm not even doing it justice. It's an awesome movie. Another film Cronenberg did that I really like came out last year, and it was called Existenz, and a lot of people missed this one. It's really good, but I really like it because it's about video games and the evolution of video games. And I grew up on video games. I love it. I don't play them a lot anymore. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm still obsessed with the culture of video games, the idea of video games. I'm always imagining, where it's going to go, what will be the next big thing. And this film really shows it. It really kind of demonstrates what the next big thing could be. It's about Jennifer Jason Leigh plays Allegra Geller, the leading game designer in the world, and she's testing her new virtual reality game Existenz with a focus group. As they begin, she is attacked by a fanatic assassin employing a bizarre organic gun made of human bones and bullets that are actually teeth. She flees the scene with a young marketing trainee, Ted Pico, played by Jude Law, who you might have known from The Talented Mr. Ripley. And they go on the run, trying to protect the game Existenz and protect herself, because at this point in the world and in the future, video game designers are revered as demigods, because people get addicted and obsessed with their stuff. But the whole idea of the movie made me think about the virtual gaming experience, made me think about video games. And I said to myself, what's the greatest contemporary evolution of the video game medium? And right now I'd say the peak is probably the PlayStation 2, right? The PlayStation 2. That's where we are. That's as far as we've come. I don't see anything out there that's any better. I don't see a holodeck yet. Sony to me, don't get me wrong, because Sony to me, Sony the company, the conglomerate, is the great yellow Valhalla, okay? Did you know that the Sony PlayStation 2 retails at right about $300? That makes the product almost unattainable by most standards, never mind the fact that Sony barely leaked a few meager consoles out onto the market when it was released a few months ago, am I right? Did you try to get one? It was next to impossible. You had to know somebody. Sony's well aware that it's engineering an elitist plaything, and you know what? It really ain't that much different than the PlayStation 1. I hate to break it to you, but I played it. A lot of fun, interesting. I think the PlayStation 2 console itself is cooler than anything it has to offer in terms of games or graphics or, anything like that. Like getting sucked into an atmosphere. It's just the same thing as PlayStation 1. And, I played it because my pal Johnny Moniz got one hot off the assembly line. But that's because he had a connection, and I respect that. Johnny Moniz, that's the talented tattoo artist and amazing craftsman of tattoo machines. Someday, trust me, someday soon, you'll know who Johnny Moniz is too. Trust me. For $300, I want Existenz. I want a life-altering, addictive, and irresponsible experience. Obviously, Sony prides itself in being another corporate conglomerate catering to the upper middle class. With the exception of hardcore dedicated gamers, and I friggin' hate that word, It's next to impossible for some 12-year-old to go work a paper route for the summer in hopes of being able to save up his freaking pennies to go buy a piece of hyped-up dream equipment that'll only be outdated and passé by the time that very paper route runs its course. And that, my friends, is a sad statement. You'd think that if you really wanted to conquer the world with your technology, you'd make it readily accessible to the masses, to your target demographic. Give them more than what they want so that they'll swear loyalty to you and your drones forever. Hypnotize them with your new push, and then sell them the accessories. You know what? Right now, if you want a Sony PlayStation 2 and you can't afford one, go smash a store window and steal one. Yeah, you heard me. That's exactly what I just said. Go smash a store window and steal one. Looting is one of the cornerstones of our civilization, and for good reason. Let me just let you in on a little secret, okay? Take any mall in the whole world. Take, for instance, the mint new and spacious Providence Place Mall, for instance. Did you know that malls are actually open 24 hours a day? I bet you didn't. Maybe some of you know. But malls are open 24 hours a day. Not the stores per se, but the malls themselves. The commercial hallways, the escalators, the bitter elderly carpet cleaners lining the floors, all active 24 hours a day. If you really want to trip out, go to the mall at 3 or 4 a.m. It's just like Night of the Living Dead, a full-fledged George Romero, Lucio Fulci drive-in zombie film. The place is teeming with the elderly, wandering the mall floors aimlessly and exercising the lactic acids out of their legs and back up into the crusty, failing hearts. Trust me. Go there, wade through the soon-to-be departed, walk up to a Babbage's window, and smash it with the brick. Just go in, grab yourself a new PlayStation 2 and a couple of games, and consider it your gift from the good Japanese folks at your friendly local neighborhood Sony corporate conglomerate. And if the police, or God forbid, the Latin American $7 an hour small security guard should apprehend you, tell them the voice on the radio told you to do it. If they, God forbid, incarcerate you for that action, then do yourself a favor and hang yourself by your very own sassy, fake, spiked Hot Topic wannabe punk rock belt. I'm wearing mine right now. I'm the king of frauds, never to be bested. The voice on the radio, preaching death before prosecution, but I digress. Existence. David Cronenberg film. Jennifer Jason Leigh, sexy as a minx, a mind-bender of a plot, and an all-around good movie. I don't know why people got, picked either that or The Matrix to see, because they're actually very radically different films. Both very entertaining and worthwhile, but Existence will really make you think. So I think that's good. I think it's good when something kind of challenges you a little bit, and David Cronenberg films definitely do that. So you know what? If you want to see anything by David Cronenberg, other than the ones I've mentioned, you can go down to Acme Video. Acme Video is the greatest, movie video store that I've ever been into. It's so cool. It really caters to, the discerning film lover, the obscure film lover. I mean, they have new releases, but they're not Blockbuster, where it's only new releases. They have everything you could ever want, and what they don't have, they'll order for you. And they're very fair with their price. That's on Brook Street in East Providence. You can call them up. They have the whole David Cronenberg collection, and their number's 453-ACME. Call them up. Ask them. I highly recommend David Cronenberg. If you want a good night of movies, that's the way to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we've got a little more music for you. What the hell? This is the Beastie Boys, one of my favorite bands. A band that has yet to sell out in my mind. Hello Nasty was close, but still so good, so well produced, so well put together. But because it was so mainstream, it kind of made me a little nervous. But all in all, they've never let me down. They've always put out excellent music. I think people, you don't even have to like rap to like the Beastie Boys. Even though they may be white guys, but they're right up there. They're three of the founders, and one of the best turntable wizards out there, man. So Mixmaster Mike, that is, Triple M. So anyway, here's the Beastie Boys off Paul's Boutique, which I think is their best album. This one's called Shake Your Rump, and it's right here on WALE. Did you get that? That's 990 AM. We'll be right back with no positive radio. If I could get the damn thing to play. You know what I did? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know. I hit the wrong cart. I played CD1 and I wanted to play CD2. This has been a fantastic hour of radio, hasn't it? You all thrilled with me yet? Are any of you going to tune in next week? I hope. Anyway, god damn it. God damn it! I'm going to try that again. Here's the Beastie Boys. Shake Your Rump right here on WALE 990 AM. Come on, baby. Come on and work for me. Come on. Come on, baby. Where are you? I don't hear you. I'm really sick of this station. I need Dirty John back. I'm sick of this. What What the hell's happening here? Oh! I'm gonna start that at the beginning. I'm starting that at the beginning. Here it is. There's a little Beastie Boys for you. I didn't let the whole song play because I'm so egotistical. I want you to only hear my voice, okay? I got 11 friggin' minutes left. I'm very disappointed in myself with this radio broadcast. I have to admit that to you people at home right now and in your cars. Very disappointed in myself. I'm very upset. All right, guess who's on the line, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dirty John. He's on the line, my sound guy. I got to complain to him. So let's tune him in, see what happens. Let's see if I can pull this off. Let's just see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, folks. John. Dirty John. Dirty John?
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Jesus, why are you screaming at me? Calm yourself down.
Well, I heard you just said,
Calm yourself down!
You were disappointed with the radio show. What's going on?
Oh, I can't do this. I can't do these buttons and these things and these knobs.
One week I'm gone and the whole thing falls apart.
I can't do it.
Well, hey, listen, I'm down here at Brendan's Pub in Bridgewater, Mass.
Get to your point.
There's a band, as we all know, called The Verge playing down here. And they're going to put on quite a performance. And I have Miracle Mark Wilcox.
Well, put him on. I don't want to talk to you. You should have been here, man. I'm screwed. I can't even get in. I'm turning on one CD. I'm turning on the other. I'm getting humming noises and clicking. I'm getting clicking.
I didn't think it was that hard. CD1, CD2,
It's difficult. Trust me. It's complicated. I'm trying to talk and be intelligent and have an amazing sense of humor, and I'm also trying to turn up a damn knob, and it's not working.
Calm down. Hey, listen, why
I
don't
quit.
you talk to the...
This is it.
Quit.
I don't care about The Verge. I don't care about music. I don't care about the radio. I don't care about Blake. I don't care about the time. I quit.
Uh-oh. Am I fired?
Well, if I'm not here, you're riding my back around. I'm the boat that's driving you into success.
Oh. I thought maybe I could come play some songs if you weren't on the air.
Yeah, you do whatever. You can take my slot because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the radio.
Do you want to talk to this drummer or not?
All right, throw him on.
Okay, hold on.
Make it snappy. I don't get all the time in the world.
Hello, Paul.
Miracle Mark Wilcox, drummer and producer and my friend. What's up, buddy?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So tell me about your show. You guys looking forward to it?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. A lot of people here.
There are people there already?
Oh, yeah.
A lot?
I would say about 75 to 100 people already here.
Wow.
Not bad turnout.
Do you swear on Gweeds?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, how many are there?
There's about 30, 40 people here.
Honest to God, there are?
Honest to God.
Wow.
I think the first band's getting ready to play right now.
Well, I'm going to come down and check you guys out. But, so where is it? It's at Brendan's in East Bridgewater?
East Bridgewater on Route 106.
And
off of Route 24.
a little known fact, aren't you producing the new Tom Stab manifesto?
I am, yes I am.
And how's that going for you?
It's going excellent. We've begun the first song. We recorded that a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And it's going to be pretty impressive when it's done.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Totally excited. I'm actually also collaborating on that, as you know, because I do all the vocals for Tom Stabs. I read his manifesto into the mic over all the wonderful sound landscapes that you'll engineer, right?
Oh, thank you. Yes, you do.
You're really talented, and I also want to plug. You know, Miracle Mark actually produced and wrote an amazing experimental album, which was called The Fourth One's Churning. Am I right?
That's correct.
What year did you do that?
That was back in 1993, 94, I believe.
Yeah,
it was all done on a 4-track.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank you.
You know, Beck did his first album on a 4-track, but it was a studio 4-track. You did it on a real 4-track.
Yeah, real cassette Porta Studio it's called.
Do you still have a copy of that on CD?
I sure do.
I'm going to have you in and would you be a guest in a couple of weeks and come in and talk about Protein Orlando, your work with them, and could we play a couple tracks from The Fourth One's Churning?
Yes, I would love to do that.
And talk a little bit more in depth?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I look forward to it.
Well, I look forward to it tonight. And
how's your show going tonight?
I'm going to tell you what, I'm having a rough time. I think it's the heat. I can't get anything to work correctly. I'm sputtering and babbling like an imbecile.
That's because your engineer's down here with us.
Yeah, what a jerk. I guess I know where his loyalty is.
I know, he could have come down with you after, right?
What a pecker. All right, I got to go. I got to play a couple more things, and I got 6 minutes.
Okay.
Miracle Mark Wilcox, the drummer for The Verge and producer extraordinaire. I wish you luck tonight at Brendan's Pub in East Bridgewater. Call up for directions. What time you guys go on?
We're going on at 10:30.
Till, around 2?
10:30, about 2 o'clock, yes.
I'm
Long night.
I'm wicked excited, and I know you guys will do well.
I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you for calling in, Miracle Mark.
All right.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. Oh, well, there it goes. That was the miracle. All right, folks. Speaking of Tom Stab, in case you didn't understand what I was talking about, Tom Stab is the founder of the Protein Orlando organization, otherwise known as the Suburban Underground Resistance. What I have right here is something very near and dear to me. My second collaboration with Protein Orlando. This is a track off of his manifesto entitled The Symptoms of Adam. This is called... Actually, it doesn't really have a title, to tell you the truth. But the album itself is called The Symptoms of Adam. And if you want a copy of it, get in touch with me. I'll make it happen. You know, if you tuned in last week, you know all about the Protein Orlando organization. Underground organization, the Suburban Underground Resistance. Tom Stab wrote this, produced it. And otherwise, here it is. I will talk to you in a few minutes, if all goes well, if I can figure out what friggin' knob to turn. But for now, here's a little Protein Orlando, right here on WALE 990 AM, Providence. Do you hear it yet? Here it is.
You must begin to write down your thoughts, as many as possible and as quickly as possible, before they begin to think for themselves and become breeders, drinking sweaty, law-prescribed, non-alcoholic beer within the shallow tin embrace of dead flower window pane-infested trailers. Non-alcoholic beer was expertly crafted by other men to slow poison the cerebellum and retard the senses of post-literate, yet precognitive 40-something housewives, rousing the same 40-something housewives into ogling ketchup and butter, potato-eating, pale, stiff-drink, vein-faced grocery store managers, while buzzing low electric monotony until the fevered crash of foamy, migrant recklessness. You must not sleep in solid, colored rooms. You must begin to develop a wretched compulsion to bite those that you think you would want to love. You will sink your incisors down deep between the back of the underarm and the graceful bony outcropping of shoulder blade, and apply a studious yet reverent amount of pressure so as to allow the fragments of yourself that wish to be infested manifest themselves in partnership with the dark red and purple race-corrected tooth mark welt. The warmer, the more raised and rigid the skin will become, the longer my heart will beat for her.
That was Tom Stab in the Protean Orlando organization, off of the manifesto The Symptoms of Adam, right here on WALE. Well, I got about 3 minutes. I'm just so aggravated. I didn't get to even talk about a couple of things I want to talk about, and I hate that. I wish I had 6 hours. If I had 6 hours, it wouldn't be enough time to talk about all the things I want to talk about today. I have so much on my mind. And it all stuck inside my mind. I don't think 1 second of what I wanted to say came out today. So I'm very upset. And I'm mostly upset with you people. I'm very upset with you. Very upset. No, I'm not angry and I'm not yelling. I'm just very upset. What the heck?
The last time I can...
That was a little more of Tom Stab, apparently. I can't figure out this board. I'm sick to my stomach, so I'm going to wrap it up. This is Paul Hullabaloo. You've been listening to No Positive Radio. I got to let you know, we'll be back next week. Right here on WALE, next Friday night from 8 to 9. We'll see what happens. A couple of quick shout-outs to WALE, thank you. North American Broadcasting Company and Tim Fulcher, executive producer, thank you. My good man Russell James, who I saw today on the street, Master of Evil, Russell James, hello. John Monez and Shelley Monez, hello. You guys have probably tuned out, the hell with me, right? Well, anyway, I love you guys. Larry DeGiusto, thank you for calling in. Dirty John, please forgive me. I do love you, and please be here next week to do my board so I can just talk and be me. And also, go see The Verge. They're at Brendan's in East Bridgewater tonight. Anyway, I gotta go. This is Paul Hullabaloo telling you to subject, oppose, subvert, and as always... Hold on. Hold on, Mike. Mike's trying to usher me the hell out of here. Give me 1 second, Mike.
Take your time.
Thanks, bro. As always, live the friggin' lie.